Things are looking up for Kaep. Colin Kaepernick's lawyer says the quarterback known for taking a knee has interest from 2 NFL teams. Attorney Mark Garagos didn't say which teams, but he did drop a few hints. Listen to this.
There are 2 teams that I think are in the hunt. One who is legitimately in need of a quarterback that had a very poor showing on Sunday and has got an owner that I don't think gives a shit. And the other is an owner that maybe does give a shit, but they still want to win and they're in the hunt.
So Kaepernick is also reportedly planning to host another private workout for NFL teams after last week's controversial event in Atlanta. Kaep's agent says that workout would likely take place during the NFL annual league meeting at the end of March in Palm Beach, Florida. So here's the big question I had. So if Kaep has interest from 2 teams, why have another private workout?
Well, let's go back before I answer your question. I don't know if he actually has interest from 2 teams, right? Because I think the NFL has effectively blackballed him. Like we've seen
But that's what his lawyer is saying.
Well, it's lawyer speak, right? He has to say that to sort of drum up some public interest with his client, but I don't see it. If it was, I would see Atlanta. I mean, it's a very black city. The owner, Arthur Blank, seems to be really, I wouldn't call him pro-black, but he definitely seems like he's down. Maybe Carolina, their quarterback is pretty terrible and they need somebody. But I think it's over for Kaep. And I love Kaep. I just think
So you think the lawyer's statement is just smoke and mirrors?
Yeah, it's posturing, right? This entire workout, this whole thing was a big circus from the jump. This wasn't a real thing. Why would you if you want to hire Kaep, if you want to put him on a team, then you have a team meet with him. For example, the Falcons can say, hey, Kaep, come to our workout, our facility, and we'll do a private workout. You don't have to schedule a workout week 10 of the NFL. Like, you don't have to do that. We're going to hire you or not. One or the other.
There you go. Well, do you think time is running out for Kaep? Can he realistically get signed at this point?
I feel like there's so many politics within it. Like, I look at another sport. I'm not too, so into football. I'm into, basketball, and I look at Melo. Carmelo is not such a harsh example of how blackballing in the league could go, but, I think it's just all politics, and I just feel like the right thing needs to be done at the end of the day. Just let the man play. He took a knee for injustice, and, let it be known that you guys at least support that. I don't want to, a bunch of smoke and mirrors and, people to be deterred of what the main focus is. It was injustice. Right. Let's do something about it.
Politics at play here?
Of course. Like you said, always optics, always politics. I think people lost sight of why Kaepernick kneeled in the first place and how that consequently lost his job. And it is a travesty when you think about it that way. He's a professional athlete, and he lost work because of his political views. That's the bottom line. So this whole circus of, is he going to get signed? Is there any repercussions to this media circus of him having transparency with the media at the workouts? Is there another workout? Are teams looking at? The fact of the matter is he does not have a job because he took a kneel to fight racial injustice and police brutality in America. And is the NFL posturing? Probably. In the same capacity that they're probably posturing with this Jay-Z collaboration that nobody knows what the deal is. So it is probably a lot of smoke and mirrors. We don't know anything, so it's very hard to comment. As third party, we're all speculating. Even reporters, there's such a rift in people trying to cover this because not much is made transparent. But at the end of the day, he lost work. That's an injustice. We don't know if he's going to get back in the game, to be honest.
But you keep calling it a circus. So does that mean that none of this will take him anywhere? He's not going to get signed?
As far as the NFL, I don't know. I think Kaepernick is probably in good standing with part of the public, which is black people. So I'm sure he can get deals and endorsements and continue on his career as an activist, as a public figure. I'm not so sure where the NFL falls into the trajectory of his career.
Tony, you were shaking your head.
Yeah, it's over. This isn't the first time. It's done. Let me tell you something. This isn't the first time we've seen this, right? John Carlos and Tommy Smith in the 1968 Olympics. You seen that iconic image, right? they were blackballed. You didn't see them do anything after that. The first Colin Kaepernick was Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. He was a three-point shooter, and he stood for the national anthem, and he turned his back on it, and he said, excuse me for it. His house was burned down, and he was blackballed in the NBA. I think he plays in the Big Three now. You are not going to, there's a saying, the tools of the slave master will never be used to tear the slave master's house, right? The NFL is a racist organization, like most institutions in America. Why would they now hire a young black man who is now fighting racism and these other different things? They're not going to do it. They blackballed him for a reason. What Kaep is going to have to do is, just as the sister said, get his activism on, get his books on, get his public speaking on, take the money that he got from Nike, which, as much as I love Kaep, I'm a little skeptical. Right. I'm a little skeptical of the money. Anytime it's money, you know what I mean? I don't know, you know, like, and I'm cynical. I kind of side out Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks, you know what I mean? I don't know who I've seen, you know, things that Barack Obama have done. I voted for Barack. I love Barack. But now I'm sort of like, was he really for the people? So I have a healthy dose of skepticism for everybody. But I love Kaep because regardless of if he's legit or not, he is talking about police brutality where other players are talking about fashion. I love Kaep for that. However, he's done in the NFL.
You think it's time for Plan B?
I think he should keep trying, but realistically, it's over.
Well, Kaep hasn't played professionally since 2016. It's looking like we may see him back on the field in the near future, although Tony doesn't think so. And I think that's a good thing. You just watched a clip from the show that covers the culture like no other. For every episode, I assemble a panel of thinkers, activists, celebs, and outspoken experts to give us their unfiltered opinions on the topics that matter to Black America. This is elevated, intelligent, and uncensored discussion, representing every perspective. The conversations we have when we're the only ones in the room. No topic is off limits. We're not afraid to go there, and we do it all live, 5 days a week. Join me here every weekday at 4 p.m. Eastern. And don't forget to subscribe and follow us on social media at twitter.com/Marlie Show. It's The Marlie Show. There's nothing else like it.